Hi there, this is Angela. I'm with the OK Fitt crew today, and I'm bringing you through an all-levels 20-minute Pilates class. I'm at the Mona Yoga Brant Studio in downtown Brantford, and this class is going to be good for everything. Whether you've done Pilates before or this is brand new for you, you're welcome to join in. Optional set of light weights. You don't need them, but you might want to bring them into your practice at any time. So feel free to grab a yoga mat, or maybe you're just on the floor at your house today. Light weights if you want them. This could even be water bottles or anything you have laying around the house. Come join me and get into it. Let's start by warming up our floor and getting some breath in. So come lay down on your mat, and you can support yourself on the way down. So when it comes to our Pilates class, it's really important that we're connected to our powerhouse, everything that's in the center of your core. So you're starting to feel a deep exhale, hugging your ribs in closer together at the front, and you can gently feel your low abdominals hugging up and in. So we add a little bit of movement to accentuate this. Our inhale might be a pelvic tilt up, where the gap is a bit bigger between us and the floor. And then we can tuck in, press, and exhale, a little bit more engagement here as the arms hug in and up. So let's do that together. As you inhale, arch your back, create a bigger gap. And as you exhale, maybe like you're blowing out a straw, pressing your lower back into the ground to feel engagement. If that's feeling okay, let's lift the feet off the mat too. So add on another level of effort. Knees are over the hips now. If you can, let's point the feet. Your arms can stay close into the mat, or you might like them on your low belly so you can feel that weight. Let's try it together. Take an inhale from there. And as you exhale, feel that belly hugging in. One more time. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean yourself to solid, tucking the whole leg of your core in. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep building from here. Using your hands, press into one leg. I'm going to start with my left leg, stabilizing it, and then extending the right leg, keeping my pelvis and core in this neutral position. That's a good building. So inhale, repair. As you exhale, rest, and your legs to stick back into your hands. Extend your leg long. We can keep the foot pointed, or maybe we flex toes up as we come out. Inhale, repair. And as you exhale, send the leg out. A few more on this side. Inhale. So a lot of the effort is coming from the stable side. Exhale. If we're feeling pretty steady here, maybe we try lifting head and shoulders. So again, if you get more coordination needed, stabilizing here. Let's do 3 more on this leg. Out. And in through the nose. Feel that core engagement. Start to exhale, and then use the exhale to send the leg long. Maybe you're flexing the foot. Last one, in. And exhale, press. Hold that leg long. If the head and shoulders came up, let's lower everything back down. Whew. Okay, soften your belly a little bit side to side. Reset and get the other leg too. So now you got this movement. Deciding it's best for you to keep your head and shoulders down on the back so your neck will stay stable. Or if you have core strength, exhale, tug the chin, and lift the head up. Remember, stabilize up one side, and then extend the other leg long. Pulling back in. So I'm feeling quite a bit of a shaking in the core, stabilizing everything, and then let down one leg. Inhale as you prepare. I'm using my exhale movement here. Press, exhale, and then bring it back in. Okay, here's our last 3 on this side. Go slow, out, back in, last one, out, and then bring it back in. Hug the legs together and soften your belly for a breath. Let's try to put that movement together with both legs. So everybody's different, everyone's core engagement is different. We're all gonna work that same as exhale, putting the core in. And then up to you, if you wanna keep the knees bent and just lower one foot towards the mat. Notice I'm not bending my knee, I'm pinching from the hip, and we can come back up. Lower, hitching from the hip, come back up. Or squeeze your legs together, point the feet. Can we do both? Lower. Notice I'm not peeling open here. Keeping the core engaged, exhale up. Option to lift the head and shoulders, if you want the legs lower from them a bit. And coming back into that neutral, hand we do 3 more. So you choose the head, shoulders are up and down, and start doing one leg lowering away from you at a time. Exhale and go up, you're freaking at both legs. Last one, we'll release away from you. And then using that core strength, coming back in. Good, squeeze. If it felt like you could add one more layer, let's do that. We're gonna go knees and we're hips, head and shoulders are up. We're using both hands to press into the thighs. And now in addition to letting the legs move away from me, I'm gonna let my arms move away from me as well. Out. Come back in. Don't skip this part. Exhale, press. Squeeze legs together. Inhale, open up. Do about 45 degrees if you want. Keeping all of this in. Back out, press. Can we do 3 more? In, open. You choose how far you reach. It doesn't have to be as far as I'm going. You can just get a little bit away from your center. Just keep your exhale with a squeeze. Feel this one, last 2, out. Remember your head and shoulders skipping down, press. Let's do one more for good measure. We're out a bit. And plug it back in a bit. And release. Good work. Take a moment here and just rock out your hips, rock on your spine, and see if this can be done comfortably. If there's pain in the spine, you don't have to do it. Maybe around, we can building up a bit of go up. If it feels okay, go all the way up. If not, feel free to roll through your side, and then come join us. We're gonna come to into the top position next and work through some plank variations. All right, so come find yourself in this tabletop shape or in quadrant bend. So we're on all 4s here. Taking a moment to find your core strength. So we're not just sinking passively into the shoulders. We're not sinking into the wrist, just pressing everything. We're actually spreading out the hands and pressing into the pads and the pulls, the waist walk forward. And we're certainly not letting our belly or pelvis still forward and down. We're keeping this engaged. So it feels like you're pressing your back onto the floor, but there's no, okay, that's all here. So feel free to hold that position, and let's just see if we can maintain our stability. So eyes looking down so your neck is long as well. Maybe just your right arm lifts off of your back. Everything else stays the same. And then the other arm. If we can do single arms, let's try single legs. Can you lift one leg without moving the rest of your body? Core containment. Pelvis still in that nice neutral position. Other leg extend. And come back down. So you can stick with this variation if that already felt like a lot of work to feel like your self-center. Or maybe we add challenge, we could bring a weight into the hands. And then when we extend the hand, one arm, maybe we're adding an alternate leg. So we're trying not to spill the ribcage open, right? I'm not doing this purposely. We're holding really long in this shape, okay? Option to just tap the floor, or we can come in with a crutch. Now we are rounding the spine. So this can be done with weights or not. Trying not to clear too much here. Hang over a straight long line. Back in, tap the ground, or go for a rounded spine crunch. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, extend. Can you point the toe? Squeeze your thigh, squeeze your glute. Pull back in, squeeze, round your spine. Inhale, 2 more, extend, nice and long. Shoulder stability on this arm, working hard. Pull back in. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, extend, get long. And then crunch, squeeze, round, and gently switch sides. Feel free to take a little reset, wiggle, shake it out, and then find that stability so you're pressing around the way. Can we do just an arm or just leg? Find that long line. Notice where your pelvis or ribs want to try to go up and see. Don't let them. Either tap that down in your bottom bend or we're coming in. Finding a bit of a crunch. Extend nice and flat. Keep your thigh rolled down to the mat. And then hug and squeeze around the spine. Feel your thigh open in. Do we have those last 3? Extend. Exhale, crunch. It's all about going slow here, not rushing through the movement. Trying to find stability before all else. Here's that last one. Crunch, squeeze, press. And coming. Shake that out. Making a release in your hands, your wrists, your shoulders. And let's come in and do our last little bit of prep first. For this next exercise, you're gonna find a forearm plank. So take a moment, you're laying on your side, knees bent. So it's natural for your hip or your bone to roll back in this one. So see if you can set yourself up, stack those hips, and just like a plank, you're not letting your ribs and your side body sink down. Your hooks up and in, pressing quite a lot into this arm. You could add a weight in this top hand or not. And again, layer on top this movement. So starting slow, and we lift the bottom leg off the mat, squeeze, lift, and lower. If we can lift the bottom leg off the mat, can we fold and lift the top leg as well? And lower, lower. If we can do that, maybe there's one more movement. We extend with the toe. Coming back in, lower, lower. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, lift. Pull, maybe point. Come back in, lower. So you could slow this down and make each movement its own movement, or maybe things are becoming a little more fluid. Maybe you could lower down, exhale, press up again, maybe the arm starts to extend. Lower down. Okay, let's do 5 more. 5. Ultra arm. Slow and controlled in this stability the whole time. 4, make it here. Bringing it back in, bottom glute squeezing the whole time. 3. Remember, you don't have to do every step. You can keep this a little smaller. Last 2, it could be just that bottom leg or keep it up. Last 1, here we go. Finish strong, up, and point. Gently lower. And then remember that you have a second side to do. So let's switch. Take a moment and find that forearm swing. And just as a side note, if this movement is ever too much, if we're feeling a bit tilted to the shoulder, we can go all the way down. Take that shoulder out of the equation and just forward the top leg. Yeah. But if you're okay with that bottom leg, let's get into it. So again, setting your hips up stacked, and you're pressing this shoulder, this side body should feel supporting the whole time. Squeeze the bottom leg to lift, maybe top leg, maybe quite maybe bar. Okay, let's go. In, down, inhale, prepare, exhale. Use that exhale, that core strength, in to lift and lower. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, core strength, squeeze that bottom glute, lift. Okay, let's do our 5. Forward. Pointed foot, if you could add that footwork to it. More precision. We got 3. Keep breathing. Bottom shoulder and down, working hard. Last 2, can we do it? Exhale, lift. Okay, we've got 1 more. 1 more big breath. Full exhale, lift, squeeze, pull a little longer if you can, point your toe, and lower back down. Woo. Shake out that shoulder. Feel free to take a tall seat. Make sure you shake out those glutes, shake out your hips, rock out your shoulders, maybe stretch your neck. And I hope you had a good little full body Pilates practice today. And hopefully you can keep coming back to these classes and keep trying these movements and see if you can add a little more challenge or a little bit more time spent to those movements each time. I hope you've enjoyed yourself and have a great day.